Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study, where we check out K-pop music videos and I give you my honest thoughts and reactions on them as both a Korean American, a lifelong K-pop fan, and as a video producer. Hi guys, my name is PD and welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. Today we are checking out Shalala by TAEYONG. That's TAEYONG of NCT fame, and I had to question this multiple times. I know NCT has been doing like these individual releases throughout the year, and they've been part of like this kind of solo activity project, but there is a difference between, you know, every member putting out a solo song and a solo music video as opposed to dropping an album and making an industry debut, right? And I think TAEYONG might be the first. I can't cite any other NCT member that has actually gone full on solo like this yet. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for both this music video and both the album. I've heard some of TAEYONG's self-produced music, the stuff that he's not, I guess, officially put out, but I've heard some of it, and he has a very interesting, unique style than what I think I'm used to in NCT. So I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, let's get into the video. Now, before we do, real quick, as I mentioned, the TAEYONG album that came out, I am going to do a listening party for it. If you want to check it out, come visit us over on our Patreon. It's going to be out in July. We're going to be pre-filming it, and it will be out in July. If you want to check that out and support the channel, well, we would greatly appreciate it. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. If you want to support us for free, you can always just like the video down below or subscribe or leave a comment, all right? Those are free ways to help out the channel, and we appreciate the support either way. Let's get into the video. This is Shalala by TAEYONG, and this is your form of therapy.
Lay low, lay low, lay low.
I love it already.
Baby, keep it low, okay?
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, man.
We got the sha-la-la-la-la, I'm-a-na. Sha-la-la-la-la, I'm-a shine. We got the sha-la-la-la-la, pick-a-na. Sha-la-la-la-la, let's go. Touch your money, touch your toe, do the shirt or roll. Step left and right, 난 좀 마셔, no. 너잖아 fit, it's just me, 그날 뛰어 끝나버린 게임, 봐봐 시, 정신 차려보니 올라왔어 tall. 내면을 쫓아 들 때로 왜내 마음. Left and right, we love to bounce.
What is happening?
Don't kill my vibe, 느껴지는 아름다움. 자연스레는 모두 위로 going down. 소용없어 이미 난 너의 number one. 널 담아서만 내겐 없어 겁. I'ma be rocking and rolling 줄줄이 늘러리 cause I can glide. Running out this line 부족한 건 calm. 앉아도 되지 잠. 어느새 뒤엔 밤. 둘 셋 시작. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, man.
We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow.
Listen, my viewers have been hyping up this song as being the most Neo of all Neo songs as it can get, and I completely agree. God damn. Oh my god. They put in so much for this music video. Very fitting for TAEYONG though, but I'm actually kind of really amazed at the scale of it.
I ain't really good at entertaining, yeah. 그들은 나를 쫓아 like the CIA. Swinging, 버리진 않아. 나의 jeans and shoes, yeah. Come on, yeah. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We jumping around. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We jumping around. Sha-la-la-la-la, I'm-a-na. Sha-la-la-la-la.
Ah. Wow.
Sha-la-la-la-la.
Oh.
Cash it out. Be my DJ kid, it's my fashion. Got 'em, 이거나 trash. 저냥 GLG, I just swing. Lay low, lay low, lay low. low. Baby, keep it low. Lay low, lay low, lay low. 아니 싶은 좋지. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We ain't jumping around. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We ain't jumping around. Sha-la-la-la-la. I'm a sha-la-la-la-la. I'm a shine. I'm a sha-la-la-la-la. Take a nut. Take a sha-la-la-la-la. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Well, that video is just a straight up 10 out of 10. I mean, a common thing I heard from our viewers is that this is the most Neo song as you can get, and I completely agree. And what sets it apart, though, what makes it completely different, obviously, without the other members in it, the music video I thought was surprisingly very colorful and very energetic, and it had a lot of personality. It's making me realize that with a lot of NCT 127 music videos, they lack the kind of extreme personality that's in this music video because you've got many multiple members, and so usually the music videos just revolve around the concept. But Shalala, both the song and the music video, I feel like it just oozes Taeyong. So while it is inevitably just very pure Neo in its sound, I also think that just means that a lot of NCT's sound is because Taeyong exists. And it's not just Taeyong, I will say. You know, I think many of the NCT members very much give NCT a unique sound. But, you know, I don't think we can disagree that Taeyong is probably one of the more unique contributors. And since he first came on the scene with, what was it, 7 Cents at the time, that he grabbed people's attention, right? And I feel like Shalala, the music video, and the song does exactly the same thing. Here, let's take a look. Like, the entire song is ultimately, like, lyrically, it's not the most engaging and innovative thing. It is, like, it sounds ultimately largely like a fun song, and lyrically, I don't know. It seemed like he was just doing the classic rapper thing of just flexing. But it's the music video that I think really grabs your attention. So for me, first impression, just on the first listen, the song is like a 9. I think especially because of how Neo it sounds. I definitely regard some other Neo songs on a higher status, but at the same time, it's just one listen. You know, I'm sure when I listen to it a second time, we might have a deeper appreciation for it. But the video is, I mean, it's a 10. And honestly, scale-wise, it might even be an 11 because it's huge. And I love how just immediately the video starts, there's like 100 monitors already filling up the screen. And then, well, actually, let's just rewatch it. I'm just basically recapping the video. Let's just rewatch it. That's interesting. The most replayed part is the beginning of this video. I don't think I see that often. Oftentimes when I'm reacting to stuff and I see the most replayed icon, it would usually be like the chorus or the bridge or maybe even the outro, but it's the opening. And I think that also kind of speaks to what makes Taeyong so unique compared to other different idols or other performers. There's other performers where you have to watch the entire performance or they have to kind of steal your heart throughout the performance, right? Taeyong is definitely one of those few performers who gets you within the first few seconds, right? Like just the lay low in the beginning gets you immediately.
Lay low, lay low, lay low.
I can see why that's the most repeated part. That shot is great too. Oh.
We got the
You see this transition real quick. Oh, that's not what I thought I saw. Interesting. Whoa. Oh, interesting. So the shot is zooming out, but then it transitions upwards. First of all, I don't know what exactly the concept here is yet, but baseline, based on just the first watch through of the video, I love that he's giving off like this sort of phantom, sort of I don't want to say criminal, but like an outlaw sort of rogue vibe. You know, God is over here kind of serving the different metaverses, and then Taeyong, the I guess metaverse trickster, whatever, kind of like steps in. And so even the first shot that you really see outside of that intro, outside of the lay low, he comes in, and the way they transition that, it already makes it seem like he's a ghost coming in. So that's pretty cool. His portrayal of God is also interesting too. He kind of portrays him as kind of like a fat, lazy, almost like a Bacchus type of deity.
We got the shalalala, amana. Shalalala, amashan. We got the
God.
tikana. Shalalala, amashan. We got the shalalala, tikana.
God, the wink. The subtle little wink. Ah.
Shalalala, let's go. Touch your money, touch your toe, do that shirt don't roll. Step left and right, and then your mush it, no. Nose on the feet, that's just me, 그날 뛰어끝나버린 게임, 봐봐 내 미시,
Won the game at birth.
Left and right, we love to bounce. Got the spice thing, touch me right down. Don't kill my vibe, 느껴지는 아름 down. 자연스레 내 모든 way to going down.
Ah, I see. I see. So there's different Taeyongs across the different metaverses. But this Taeyong specifically, this sort of shadowy Taeyong is hacking everything and introducing a TV into each of these different worlds.
We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We jumping around.
Oh, so they were like teleporters. I see. So they all traveled him to different places in time, or different universes.
Are you ready? Teach me how to ducky. Look at my pose, pick your bottom, kill my bar.
That's so interesting, Mr. Yeti.
I ain't really good at entertaining, yeah. Could do another touch on like the CIA. Swinging,
Okay, fuck. This song's a 10. All right. It was definitely a little confusing watching the music video the first time around and consuming the song at the same time. But having the separation between the two and having a better understanding of the video is making, one, I love the song a lot more. And especially the message that he's giving off. So basically, it's just... It's like all these different alternate reality versions of Taeyong, and specifically this one Taeyong hacks it so that all the different Taeyongs go into different worlds and universes or are switching places, and based on even just what he's rapping and what he's singing and the music video itself is like, regardless across all the universes, all the metaverses, and no matter where and what situation I'm put into, whether I'm a knight from like the old medieval times put into, what was it, the 1980s, working at a paper company or sorry, not a paper company, just working at a company, or I'm a Yeti man from the old BC era and I'm thrown into the present, or I'm from the present and I can go into the past. He's saying, I will always come out on top. I will always, not even just I'll be all right, but I'm always going to be number one. So he's flexing via both the song and the video. It's awesome.
Now your jeans and shoes, yeah, come on. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We jumping around. We got the bounce. Wow, 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 wow. We jumping around. Sha-la-la-la-la, Sha-la-la-la-la.
I also love that part. I love that na part, that extra chic element he adds to this song is so awesome. And it's so very him. He's always been such a very very tasty performer. He always adds that little cherry on top to his rapping, his dances. Oh my goodness. I see. God, this beat is insane too. Fuck. I love a good. Ooh. Wow. Wow. I love a good disjointed tribal drum pattern like this. It is awesome. Even that shot, goodbye, Mr. Knight. Like he's saying people are going to miss him when he leaves too. Okay. I have to say, that is a fantastic solo debut. That was huge. That was huge. Both music video and song. Just an undoubtable flex, but he made it perfect. He made it perfect. Like I said, on the first listen, especially when everything's kind of discombobulated and confusing, and especially I think it's going to come down to one: do you care about the lyrics of a song? Do you care about the message that he's delivering? If the answer is yes, then I think you're going to love this song. I love this song specifically because of two things. One, I love that drum pattern. I just love, first of all, the drums itself. I love, I don't even know how to describe that sound. I am in like my songwriting journey where basically that means I'm just trying to learn everything about music on my own right now, with the hope that one day I want to make music. Those drums are like one of my favorite things. So he already gets an immediate thumbs up from me. But the vision for this music video and the way it kind of perfectly fits into what SM is obsessed with, which is the metaverse. I love how they tied it in. More than anything, it's one of the more, I know it kind of seems ridiculous. He's hacking the world that God created, but the way they set up this music video with the kind of multiple screens, with someone even physically portraying God, I think while the music video seems ridiculous on paper, watching it, I can't help but think, wow, that was really well directed. Like, yeah, it like on first glance, it's like, what the heck am I watching? By the end of it, I'm like, I love that story. I love just like the very simple idea that he came up with, but the execution of it was hats off to the director. Like, this video, if you think about it, just the lime green, all the crazy different colors, all the crazy different outfits and concepts, really only someone with as much swag and confidence as TAEYONG can pull this off. So music video, 10 out of 10. I think on a personal level, it's even higher. The thing I like about this the most is just it's incredibly conceptual and it's really well directed because of how conceptual and weird it is. And NCT as a brand, sometimes it's weird, sometimes they're badass, and sometimes they're just downright beautiful. And NCT kind of encapsulates everything. And I love that for TAEYONG's solo debut, he went with a very, very Neo sound. It's been a while, and I really enjoyed this. Guys, I'm going to pass the question off to you guys and wrap up my review right there. What did you think of TAEYONG's Shalala? You know, the music video, it could have been so messy. It could have been just not make any sense, but they did everything right. Everything about it tracks, and it's also super entertaining. And Taeyong as a performer is so, he catches your attention. I can't help but just constantly be mesmerized by him. And he puts in like the little details. He puts in like the little bits of his personality, you know, whether it's a wink or sticking his tongue out or dancing a certain way. Oh, I was expecting something maybe perhaps much different than the Neo sound based on what I've heard him produce, but I figure that's probably going to be on the album. So we'll check out that album on our Patreon. So if you want to check it out, it will be up in July. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about Shalala. Did you love it? Is this what you were expecting of a Taeyong debut? Was it unexpected, yet it makes sense? It was unexpected for me, but it makes sense. It makes sense. And yeah, just let me know what you personally thought about it. Of course, if you want to support the channel, remember, you don't have to support us monetarily. You can always like the video down below. You can subscribe as well. We're going to have a button for you right here in order to subscribe, make it real easy for you guys. Of course, you can watch our other videos over here. Guys, thank you for joining us for this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.